Subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss another video of Bhakti Charu Swami.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Mukti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Pashchatta Dishatadi Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Krishna. So this morning we spoke about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Srimad Bhagavatam. We discussed how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's identity has been revealed in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd verse, that described Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sangha Pangastra Parshadam Jaggai Sankirtana Praye Jajantihi Sumekha Saha. Krishna will appear in this age of Kali assuming a non-blackish complexion. Krishna is Sham Sundar and he will appear with a complexion which is not sham. And it has been clarified there that in 4 yugas Krishna comes assuming 4 different complexions. In Satyuga he comes assuming white, Shweta. In Treta Yuga, Dwapar, in Treta Yuga, Rakta or reddish. And in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna appeared with Sham Sundar or color which is dark blue, deep blue complexion. And he also appears with a golden complexion or yellowish gold complexion. So 3 has been taken out. White, red and sham. So what is left? Pita. Sheta rakta statha pita idaning Krishna tangata. While Gargamuni was giving the name to Krishna, Namakaran ceremony, Gargamuni mentioned that this person appears in 4 yugas in 4 different colors. Sweta, Rakta, Tatha Pita, Idaning now Krishna Tangata. He has appeared with a dark complexion. So now when you look at it, in 4 colors he comes White is gone, red is gone, dark complexion is gone. So what is left? Yellow. So when it says Krishna or not Krishna, it could mean red, white and yellow. Now red and white has been taken over. So what is left? Yellow. So the personality in the age of Kali comes with a yellow complexion. And he constantly chants the holy name of the Lord, Krishna, Krishna Varnam, Krishna Varna Iti. These two syllables, Krishna, chanting this name and making everyone chant this name. He will come. How will come? Sangha Pangastra Parshadam. He won't come alone. He will come with his associates. He will come with his intimate devotees. He will come with his weapon, Astra. And he will start the Sankirtan Yajna, a special sacrifice. Generally, sacrifice is performed by lighting fire and offering oblations. But this is a different kind of Sankirtan. Nam Sankirtan, chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is a special Sankirtan in this age of Kali. There is no need to have fire sacrifice. This is the Sankirtan for this age. Jaggai Sankirtana Prayaye and Jajantihi Sumedhasaha. Those who are intelligent, they will worship him in the special way. What is that special way of worshipping? Through chanting the holy name of the Lord. Sankirtan Yajna Kare Krishna Aradhana. The Aradhana of Krishna, worshipping of Krishna in this age takes place just by chanting his holy name. So Srimad Bhagavatam forecasted that. And so this is how we can recognize who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on a full moon day of this month of Falgun. This is the month, according to the Sanskrit or Indian calculation, this is the month of Falgun. And which falls in February, March. And it was a time when the lunar eclipse was taking place. Now, eclipse, when Rahu devours the moon or sun, that causes eclipse. Eclipse is considered to be an inauspicious time. You all know, at the time of eclipse you don't do anything auspicious. Try not to do anything at all. The food that is cooked before, you throw it away. Because even the food gets contaminated during that time of eclipse. Generally, the Lord comes at a very auspicious time. Then why did he come in such an inauspicious moment? When the lunar eclipse was about to take place, was taking place. The reason has been given that at the time, at an inauspicious time, it is a custom that one chants the holy name of the Lord. So he appeared in such an inauspicious time in order to make everyone chant the holy name of the Lord. Mahajane bole, grohonero chole, Harinam Sankirtan. The great Mahatmas, Mahatmas, great saintly personalities say, those who know what is what, they say that he appeared at the time of Grahan or eclipse in order to make everyone chant the holy name. He came to distribute the holy name. He came to make the whole world chant the holy name. Therefore, at the time of his appearance, he made an arrangement that everyone will chant Hare Krishna. And as a matter of fact, it was not an inauspicious time. Those who know astrology, what's happening? Who's chanting? Okay. Those who know the astrology, they can actually calculate at that time. About 523 years ago. Actually, astrologically, one can calculate even 1,000 years back, 2,000 years back. And when they see the astrological situation, they see that all the planetary systems were in perfect order at that time. So that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's divine arrangement. He came in order to make everyone chant the holy name. So, at the twilight, at the evening time, when the Lord was appearing, it was a time of lunar eclipse, and people were bathing in the Ganges, and they all were chanting. They were chanting the holy name. And in this way, they all celebrated Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. He appeared as the son of Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra. Jagannath Mishra was a very exalted Brahmana, and he appeared as their son, and he had one elder brother whose name was Vishwarup, and he got the name Vishambhar. And because he was born under a neem tree, he was also known as Nimai. In India, it is a custom that you get a real name and you get a nickname. So his nickname was Nimai. And he appeared in the family of a very exalted Brahmana in Navadvip. Navadvip was the most prosperous city at that time on the bank of the Ganges. And they were not only materially prosperous, that city, but the city was famous for its scholarship. The great scholars used to reside there, and generally those days the Brahmanas used to cultivate wisdom. Brahmanas were absorbed only in cultivating spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge. We can see how time changes. Like those days, people were interested in knowledge, whereas now people are interested in money. That shows how things have changed. Why people are interested in spiritual knowledge? Because they are concerned more about spiritual advancement. And through spiritual advancement, one makes real progress. With material progress, or rather money makes material progress. We can see the world has made a lot of progress in the material direction. Everyone is running after money. Why everyone is running after money? Because everyone wants to have material facilities. Like people want to live in big houses. People want to have material facilities. People want to have material facilities like Haribol. Don't switch it off. Hare Krishna. Can everybody hear me? So nowadays we see people are interested in living in big houses, have nice cars, have nice dress, and have nice other objects of enjoyment like TV, mobile phone, all these facilities. And they don't come free. In order to have them, you need money. So everyone is running after money. More money one has, the more facilities he can get. Yes, materially people made a lot of advancement. But the question is, are they happy? No, most of the people are very, very miserable. We see some very rich person, they seem to be so, from outside it may seem like they must be so happy. They have so much money, they have such big house, they have so many other facilities. But when you go to them, then we can see they can't sleep at night. There is so much anxiety. They're suffering so much. Actually, we notice, especially in the West, so many people come to us and cry. Because their life is so miserable. Not the devotees, I'm talking about non-devotees, those who get to know us, they come to us for advice and they cry. So many problems. They have a beautiful wife, but the wife is having an affair with somebody else. How does the husband feel when she finds out? The children, nice, handsome boys, beautiful girls, but they are having drugs. They don't listen to the parents. All kinds of problems. So from outside it may seem that they are so happy, but when they come close, you get close to them, then you see how miserable they are. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharaj. Jai Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki Jai. Shri Nishinga Bhagavan. So this is how we can see that material prosperity didn't bring happiness, took away their happiness. On the other hand, we see, according to the world statistics, where people are most happy, which is the most happy country? Right. Bhutan is considered the most happy country. It's a small kingdom in the mountain. They have nothing. They naturally, on the mountain, people lead a very simple life. In mountain, you can't drive cars, so most of the people don't have cars. They just lead a very simple life. Now maybe they have color TVs and other things and cell phones, because that's everywhere. But people are happy. You know which country was most happy before that calculation? Bhutan? Bangladesh. Apparently it's such a poor country. But people are happy. Most considered to be most happy. And where is the suicide rate is higher? Suicide rate is highest? No, not USA. USA is second. Highest is Sweden. And the per capita income is highest in Sweden. It's the richest country for that matter. In per capita income, individually, people are the most opulent, most rich. But the suicide rate is the highest. And as we all said, America. But who are the happiest people? You all are the happiest people. Why? Because you have taken shelter of Krishna. Ever since you have taken shelter of Krishna, did your anxiety increase or decrease? Whose anxiety has decreased after you came to Krishna? May not be fully gone, but still the degree of anxiety, degree of distress has reduced. So this is the proof. Actually, the most important thing is to surrender to Krishna. Actually, that reminds me, I was in a program in New York. It was a big program. They had lots of spiritual activities going on. Huge area, and I gave a lecture there, and then after the lecture I had to give a seminar. So anyway, Many people had questions in the seminar. Then, like everyone was gone, I was just sitting there, just talking to somebody. And I saw in one corner, one girl was sitting, American. So when everyone was gone, then only she came to me. So she asked, "Can I ask you something very personal?" I said, "Yeah, I'm here to answer any question. Why didn't you ask the question before?" He said, "No, because it's very personal." And I said, "Okay, fine." And she just started to pour out her anxiety. All the way she is suffering. Anyway, I don't want to go to details. And finally she was telling that how can I become free from all this anxiety? Then I asked her a simple question. When you were a little girl, did you have any anxiety? She said no. I said, why not? He said, because there was no pressure. I said, is it only because of that you didn't have any pressure? She said, because I was so innocent. So I asked, is it that because you are so innocent that it's good that, to be innocent, you can actually become like a child. But I said, the main thing is that at that time, you could depend upon somebody. You were depending upon your parents. And she said, yes, that's true. I said, but can't you take care of your parents? She said, no. Because although they are still sponsoring my education, they're taking care of my financial needs, but they cannot really take care of my other difficulties, other problems. I said, yes. But if you had somebody like that, who could take care of you in all respects, do you think you'll have any anxiety? And then she said, yes, that's true. I won't have any anxiety then. And I actually told her that if you had somebody, I told her, somebody like your father, like your friend, like somebody who could, and he had the means to take care of you in all respects. And she said, yes, that would be, but I can't think of anybody. I said, yes, there is somebody. Krishna. And I explained who God is. And just to cut a long story short, from that incident, that girl became very close to me. She maintained her contact with me and she has become a devotee. See, this is it, people are in so much anxiety because they cannot depend upon anybody. All the stress, all the anxiety, all the distresses are simply because they have to take, everybody at certain age has to take care of himself or herself. But that's why I said that you all are very happy. You are the happiest people. Why? Because you can depend upon Krishna. And not only that, you have the knowledge. And that is the business of a Brahmana. Cultivate knowledge. What is real knowledge? The real knowledge begins with the understanding the difference between the body and the soul, difference between matter and consciousness. Right? Aren't there two things existing side by side? This is a body, the body of a table. Is it conscious? This is a microphone. Does it have consciousness? But you and I, we are conscious. What makes us conscious? You all know that. I don't have to. I'm not expecting any answer from you. I'm sure you know the answer, isn't it? The answer is the soul. Now there the real knowledge begins. An entrance to another domain, entrance to another reality, spiritual world. We all are living in this material world. And in the material world we may try to do something. No matter whatever we do in this material world, at the end of the day, at the time of death, what will happen? You have to leave everything behind. Right? So, why waste so much time just for some endeavor which will come to nothing at the end? But on the other hand, if we know that we will continue to exist, we will continue to live after death, then won't it be more intelligent proposal to try to cultivate that area? And the wonderful thing about that is, when you cultivate that development, this world also becomes very wonderful. It's a real win-win situation. It is not that you lose here to gain there, but it's the other way around. You gain here to lose everything there. But if you develop your situation there, then you win there and you win here. I mean, let's go to our practical consideration. Did you all benefit materially also after you became a devotee of Krishna? Did you benefit or did you lose? The thing is, the reality is you're prepared to lose everything. When you take to spiritual life, you're prepared to lose everything here. But although you're prepared to lose everything, Krishna gives you so much. What are the real enjoyment? You know, the real enjoyment comes down to two simple factors. To eat nicely and digest the food. That's the first form of enjoyment. And the second form of enjoyment is sleep well at night. What to speak of sleep well at night? When you become a devotee, you sleep in the day also. So, what can be a greater luxury than these two things? That way also reminds me of another very, very rich man in America. Very rich person. But he has some problem with his stomach. He has some holes in his stomach. And you know what he can eat? Only biscuits dipped in tea. It becomes soft and he can eat that only. Just 2 biscuits and a cup of tea. That's what he can digest. Although he has all the money in the world, but he can't even eat. Now, as a devotee, do I have to ask you? What is the extent of your relishing Mahaprasad? And as I said, devotees really enjoy good sleep. Why? Because they are free from anxiety. When you have anxiety, you can't sleep. When you have anxiety, you can't eat. When you have anxiety, you can't even digest your food. So anyway, I am giving you the secret of becoming free from anxiety. If you are in anxiety, just chant Hare Krishna and become a devotee of Krishna. And if you have any difficulty sleeping, then you come and attend a Bhagavatam class. So with a little joke, I'll end today's class because I have a phone call coming at 8:30, so I have to go. When Lord Ramchandra killed Kumbhakarna, when Lord Ramchandra killed Kumbhakarna, Nidra Devi came to Ramchandra and with folded hands said, "My Lord, you have taken away my only shelter. Where shall I go now?" So Ramchandra said, "Wherever there is Bhagavatam class, Hare Krishna, thank you all very much. So, next few classes, all classes will be on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. So I could not really go very far. About Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But I'm sure you all know that. Who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Does anybody have any doubt that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Does anybody have any doubt? Okay, no doubt. How many of you accept that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Okay, 100% you feel life is successful. Thank you. So tomorrow, morning class and evening class also. Do we have tomorrow evening class? 4:15. Okay. And day after tomorrow, how many of you will be staying here day after tomorrow? Okay. So we'll have 5-6 classes on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes and teachings. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Gaur Premanande. So now all of you have a nice appetite. Okay, so go and take Mahaprasad. Thank you.